time to unwrap the next book in my Wrap TBR journey here. So the book that's missing from here is April's book, and I have it right here. And I am 185 pages into this out of 450. So I'm almost halfway done with this book. So I am started on it. I am like halfway up to date, a little bit, kind of. But I'm trying to catch up pretty much. But I can't wait to see what book number 5 is, and I had to, of course, get it on film. So I'm going to do this now, which is a little early because I could technically wait till I finish with She's Come Undone, but I'm not going to. So let's go ahead and open this. I cannot wait. It feels like a paperback. I have kind of maybe a guess in my head, but to be honest with you, I kind of forget what my thinner books are, and I know I have some thinner ones here towards the end, but like it almost feels like it could be maybe 300 pages if I were to guess. But let's go ahead and open it because I can't wait to see what it is. Yay! This is one I've been really wanting to read. I'm so excited right now. So this is The Good Girl, and I have been seeing this like all over lately. I don't know. When I bought it, like I didn't really know anything about it. I had just seen it used and it was very inexpensive, so I grabbed it. But I have been seeing so many things about this lately, and I knew it was in there, but I didn't know where, and I thought it would take a while for me to finally get to it, but here it is. So very excited to get to read this next, and I will be definitely looking forward to this one, and I will come back soon whenever I do start reading it. Of The Good Girl, as you just saw, I wanted to just come on really quick and don't drop the book and tell you my thoughts about the book while I'm not dropping the book. Oh my goodness. So far I think I've read about 70 pages and it's so involved. There's so much going on in this book so far. I'm actually really surprisingly liking it. I say like surprisingly questioningly because like I had an idea I was probably gonna like it because I had seen some people promoting this on Bookstagram and saying how amazing it was and that it was a really good thriller and all of that. So I was kind of really looking forward to grabbing this out of my Wrap TBR because I knew it was in there. So I was really happy that it ended up being in there. And so far I'm not disappointed. So we've got pretty much 3 characters that we're switching POVs with. So we have our main character, who I never remember names when I go to talk about it. Okay, our main character, Mia. Oh wait, sorry, 4 characters. So we have Mia, we have Mia's mom, we have the guy that stole Mia, and we have a police officer who is looking for Mia. So we're also switching back and forth from present to past to future a lot. Not future. Okay. From past to present. I say future because like technically it seems like the future, but you're just like switching so much it kind of throws your brain off a little bit. I say that because Mia did get stolen, and then we're also switching to the police officer looking for her in like present tense, and her mom like talking about her in present tense, but also having like flashbacks to like memories of her being a kid, and then memories of like, you know, where their relationship was when her daughter did get stolen and stuff like that. So it's kind of a little confusing at first to kind of just keep up with everything, but very good so far. I really like how just involved the whole storyline is so far. We have like a lot of thoughts from Mia's mom, which is almost like I could do without, to be honest. I'm kind of just so much on the edge of my seat and want to know what happened and want to know how she got stolen and what happened and where she is now and if she's going to get found and if she ends up getting killed or like what happens. Like I need to know what happens. This is one of those books you want to read the last few pages to see what actually happens, but of course I would never do that. So I'm gonna keep reading this, but so far I'm very intrigued and I'm very interested, and I literally just want to sit there and read this all day because I really just want to know what is going on and what's going to happen and what's going to occur. And I feel like mentally I will feel better when I complete this book. Okay, so I just got done reading this and it was wild. Mixed feelings about this. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I'm so glad that I read it. However, I only rated it 3 stars, and that is because there was so much to this book that I felt like was just almost unnecessary. I don't know. It's just also like we're going back and forth from present to past to present to past to all these different timelines, storylines, and it wasn't confusing. It was entertaining at first, but then once we're about halfway through, it kind of just gets annoying and you're kind of racing through the book and reading it as fast as possible because you just want to know what happens. So I don't like to race through books. I really like to take it all in, but this was just not one of those books you could just sit there and just kind of marinate. You kind of just really need to know how it's all going to pan out and turn out in the end. With that being said, the negatives out of the way now. Positives of this book were, it was very imaginative. The twist, when we finally got to the twist, was mind exploding, I guess you could call it. I don't know, mind blowing, whatever. It was wild. The twist was wild. It wasn't like out of this world crazy, but it was a little wild. I wasn't expecting it. And then what I liked about the book was after we got to the twist, after we got to the big reveal, we found out what was going on. We got to hear after effects of like what was like after all of this, and the book continued for a little while. It didn't just cut off there like most books would have probably just cut off there and would have been done with it, but we just continued along with it, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool to see how the characters vibe now that all of this has happened and how they are going to get through it and how things are going to turn out. And I did really like the ending. I really did like the last, like, say 50 pages and the first, let's say 75 pages, but the rest of the book I was just kind of like, eh. However, all that said, I do still suggest you read it if you want a good thriller, because it was a good thriller. Like, it really was. It was well written. There was just a lot of fluff, a lot of stuff in the middle, and like maybe that was a good thing because it made me like be on the edge of my seat the whole entire book. But like, I have read books where it's like that, but even though you're on the edge of your seat, you're still enjoying the ride. Whereas this one, like, I was just like, this is kind of unnecessary and I'm not enjoying this and I just want to know what happens. So I did read some reviews on this where people were saying something similar, where they just said they actually skipped all that and they just read the end because they just wanted to know what's going to happen. So yeah, it's a so-so book. That's why it's 3 stars. It's just right there in the middle. And I feel like that is kind of generous, honestly. But like, I think I would still want to read a book from this author, like another one maybe, and give it a chance, because the author did do a good job with, like, the writing style was good. The storyline was there. The characters were there. You know what I mean? The ideas were all there. Just feel like it maybe could have been put together a little bit better. But that's all I have to say about this one. I don't want to hate on it too much. I did like it. It wasn't like I hated it or anything. So go check this out if you're interested in like a good thriller that keeps you on the edge of your seat. And make sure to check out my Instagram because there's so much bookish content there, I can't speak, that I post over there. And also I post a weekly video here every single Friday, so make sure you're checking back for that. And if you liked today's video, I have a lot more of these blind TBR, wrap TBR videos. I do both of those per month. So I try to get 2 videos a month out. Lately, it hasn't really been happening because I've been so busy. However, if you like this one, go check out my TBR jar videos as well, because there is a lot of those out right now, and there's a lot more of these wrapped TBR ones. I think there's about 4 of them out. So also keep an eye out because I'll be posting another one here soon. And thank you for joining me, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.